They called them crazy, absolutely out of their minds. Visionaries, more like daydreamers. That is what the world whispered when a new breed of entrepreneurs said they could fuse the wild west of cryptocurrency with the sacred principles of Islamic finance. But guess what? Now some of these crazy ones are becoming Islamic crypto millionaires, and more importantly, they are changing everything. Today, you're going to meet the trailblazers. We'll dive into the inspiring, often unbelievable stories of successful Islamic crypto businesses. You'll discover firsthand how they're transforming the entire financial world, all while holding fast to timeless Islamic principles. Buckle up, because the future of finance is getting a halal upgrade. So why crazy? What were they really up against? Well, picture this. On one hand, you had the traditional financial world, often skeptical of Islam-compliant models. On the other, the explosive, unregulated, and often ethically murky world of early crypto. And in the middle, these pioneers saying we can take the best of this revolutionary tech and make it pure. It's a monumental task. Here is an interesting fact for you. The global Islamic finance market itself is already worth over $4 trillion. Now, imagine trying to steer even a fraction of that towards a brand new, often misunderstood technology like crypto, while ensuring every single step is Sharia compliant. That means absolutely no Riba interest, no Gharar, excessive uncertainty, and no Maysir, gambling. It's about transparency, asset backing where possible, and investing in ventures that are genuinely beneficial. That's the crazy tightrope they chose to walk. So let's meet these game changers. While we'll use archetypes to protect specific identities unless they're very public figures, know that these successes are real. First up, the Sharia-compliant exchange architect. Imagine a brilliant developer, a devout Muslim seeing thousands in their community desperate to engage with crypto, but terrified of inadvertently stepping into haram territory. The existing exchanges, a minefield of interest-based lending, questionable tokens, and zero ethical oversight. So let's meet these. This architect didn't just build an exchange. They built a sanctuary. They battled technical hurdles, underwent rigorous Sharia audits for every listed asset, and innovated features like automated zakat calculation on crypto holdings. And here is a fascinating tidbit. Did you know that many Sharia screening processes for stocks filter out companies with more than 33% debt? Our exchange architects applied similar rigorous financial health checks to digital tokens. They made halal crypto trading accessible and trustworthy for millions same changers. While we'll use archetypes to protect specific identities unless they're very public figures, know that these successes are real. Mind-blowing, right? But what if you want to go beyond just trading? What about creating entirely new ethical assets from the ground up? Enter the halal tokenization pioneer. These are the visionaries looking at tangible, ethical, real-world assets. Think sustainable agriculture projects in developing Muslim countries, community-owned ethical real estate, or even tokenizing sukuk, Islamic bonds, and saying, let's put this on the blockchain. They're genius? They're taking previously illiquid or inaccessible halal investments and through tokenization, making them available to the everyday person with just a few clicks. This isn't just finance, it's profound financial inclusion. They embed principles like profit and loss, sharing directly into smart contracts, ensuring the risk and reward are shared equitably. And get this for an interesting fact. Tokenization can slash traditional transaction costs by as much as 40–60% for certain assets, making these ethical investments even more viable and attractive. Suddenly owning a piece of a Sharia-compliant venture across the globe is a reality. Okay, building exchanges and tokenizing assets is incredible, but who's fueling the next wave of these crazy ethical ideas? This is where it gets even more exciting. Many of these early trailblazers having achieved success aren't just cashing out, they're becoming the Islamic crypto venture catalysts. They're launching incubators, dedicated venture capital funds, a mentorship program specifically for Sharia-compliant crypto and fintech startups. They're reinvesting their capital and crucially their hard-won knowledge back into the ecosystem. Here's a stat to watch. The global Islamic fintech market is skyrocketing, projected to potentially hit over $200 billion by 2027. And Sharia-compliant crypto is a massive engine driving that growth. These pioneers aren't just building businesses, they're cultivating an entire forest of ethical innovation. And by doing so, they are fundamentally changing everything. They're forcing the mainstream crypto world to take ethics seriously. They're attracting non-Muslims who are simply looking for value-based, transparent investments. And they are proving that you don't have to compromise your principles to be at the cutting edge of financial innovation. So were they crazy? Or were they just clairvoyant enough to see a future where finance is not just digital, but also deeply ethical and universally accessible? I think the results speak for themselves. These Islamic crypto trailblazers, once dismissed, are now leading a global movement. They face skepticism with solutions, uncertainty with transparency, and doubt with unwavering faith in their principles and their technological vision. What do you think? What inspiring Islamic crypto projects or figures have caught your eye? Who do you think is truly changing the game? Drop your thoughts and nominations in the comments below. Let's celebrate these innovators together. And if this fired you up, smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the future of ethical finance. Remember, the financial revolution isn't just coming, it's being built block by block by those brave enough to be called crazy. At first, thanks for watching.